Look at this beautiful weather. But what car isn't starting at the moment? This bitch. What can I do now? Like, I push the car outside, but my back will like kill me? Or I take out my magic wand? Where is Harry Potter? We need him. That's actually my only option. So enjoy the struggle and the torture, I would say. Why am I smiling? Good afternoon! I'm a bitch in the foot! Oh my god, komt er iemand aan? Oh shit! Het is hier niet een slippery. Ik dacht zien, we hadden de kop af. 1, 2, 3. Ja. Mijn golven, ik ben erop. Ja. Oh, niet aan. Ja. Oh my god, hij is kapot. Oh, iets te soepel. Look, aan mijn golven eruit. Stop. Nee, ik zeg stop. Draaien. Oh, iets minder draaien. Even draaien. Wat moet ik doen? Oh, ik versta het niet, hè. Ka. Oh, niet te veel. Ja. Au. Shit. Mijn bumper al kapot, Sunny. Ja, ik heb dus een probleem. Even wat zou mij dan doorlopen? Nee, niet naar voren. Wacht. Ja, dat bumper. Ik heb een probleem. Life's a bitch, they die. Hupsakee. Ja. Nara. Wat ben ik hier redelijk goed? Niet goed. Ja, we hebben een probleem. Ja. Deze dan slophouden. Best intro ever. I think I'm gonna have to wait for like some help because it's going a little bit downhill and yeah, it's not a one-man job, I can tell you that. It's you saw me struggling, right? You saw me struggling. I don't have to explain myself. If there is a car that has to pass through from that side or from that side, I have a problem because there is no way of passing. But that's a problem I will solve later on. One thing at a time. Anyway, let me show you what I did already on one side of the wide body or like over fenders, whatever you want to call it. It is not perfect, so actually that's what I wanted to do first of all, but as there's like no sun here and I want to be out in the sun, I will start on the other side. This is what the wide body looks like when I got it in the mail. Like you see right here, there is no proper connection points. It looks a little bit off and all those certain things, it doesn't fit that properly. So yeah, I was really glad about the purchase actually because I paid quite a lot of money for something that doesn't fit properly, but that is something I told already in my previous videos. If you haven't seen that, I suggest to check that out so you can see like the whole build of this car from where I bought it to where I fixed like the issues to go through the inspection to my first like drifting session to my wide body to modifying this car. So if you are not following that journey, you are missing out. This is what it looks like when I bought it, as I said, and this is what it looks like right now on the other side. I fixed everything quite properly. It is not all that even, but it is more visible on camera than in reality. There are no edges anymore. I think I did quite a good job actually. I still have a little bit of work right here to fix everything. I still have a problem with hiding the bolts. I'm trying to figure something out, but it's really hard because they are sticking out too much. But I'll fix something for that. And these two screws as well. This needs some more sanding and then right here. But this is just finishing work. This is small work. I already did so much. I closed the whole gap in between here, the same as for here, but also it needs a little bit more like fine tuning. But this is the first time I'm actually doing something and I think I did like quite a good job on this. Would I do this again? It's really time consuming. So probably not. Anyhow, today we're gonna start on properly fixing these over fenders and cutting the rear end out. So we're gonna see how that goes. I drew a line where I have to grind it out on later on, but first of all we have to take these panels off. Do that grind and so that we don't do any damage to the panels, and then we can silicone them back on and screw them back in and just finish them. Ja, weer eens kartebie. Allee, that's already the first one. Ta-da! Well, now that that's done, we can start on the grinding. I said I drew a line. Well, it's more of like I scraped a line. It went well the first time. Let's hope it goes well the second time. I know you all said I need like eye protection if I do grinding stuff. I am taking your advice very seriously because I know someone that had this machine like in his face. I know how dangerous it is, but I'm just not patient enough. So we'll see the consequences, but let's hope that's not gonna be the case. Am I scared? A little bit. To death. But before I start on this, let's do something else. Something very, very important. Snack break. This is all a girl needs. 10 out of 10. Anyhow, let's get into it. So yeah, my eyes can burn out, but God forbid my hair burns off. So this fender is like built up in 2 layers. The first layer we grind off, and the second layer we cut like slits in between it, and then we push them upwards to connect to the over fender. And then you actually have to weld it together to make like one piece of it. Well, I didn't do that, but I'll figure something out to like fix the whole thing. Almost lost an eye there, just act like nothing happened. And another goddamn dance. I don't know why I actually do this so much. If the vibes are right, the vibes are right, you feel me? When the slit is made, I got in between it with a flathead screwdriver to make like more space of it, because it's not really all that easy to get it like off in one piece. Once most of it is pushed backwards with the screwdriver, we can get on it with the hammer, just slam it all flat, and then we can get back in between it with the grinder. A little bit more of work with the hammer because, yeah, we're just fragile like that. And ta-da! Everything's off. Nice. Well, we are quite getting somewhere. I just found this rubber piece coming from underneath here. I'm just a little bit afraid to do something wrong because it's really close to my fuel tank and I don't want to, like, I don't know, cause a mess. Because not to brag or anything, but I'm like a professional in making a mess. Ask my dad. Let's go on to the slits I was talking about earlier. I am doing this right here. Yeah, nothing too difficult. Just make sure you don't lose your face.
This is really exciting.
Anyway, back to a little more serious work. Siliconing the panels back on their place. Just make sure the attachment points have silicone on them and that there gets no water in between. But yeah, that just speaks for itself. And of course, you have to screw the panels back in the car. A little interruption here. Seems that it's time for a little break, so I would say enjoy. Dat lijkt een V8 of zo.
Dat is eigenlijk de zin.
Ja.
Dat lijkt een trekkerwind.
Ja, dat was echt traag.
Hou vast, hè?
Oh, dat wil ik wel niet op voet bereiden.
En volgens mij is mijn koffer ook nog fietsers, nog?
Dat is ermee dan.
Stuur tot naar de balkon.
Let's go back to work. We have to do the second panel the same as the first panel. So yeah, enjoy my demonstration. The biggest work is done now, so what we have to do now is just finish this a little bit more. But this is a task for when the car is on the bridge. which will be for tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. But one thing we can do is just make it all a little bit more seamless, clean and aesthetic, which I will do right now. Let's go. Remember when I showed you the screws in the beginning? I think I found a solution for it. I put this over it. I think in Dutch this is called gaas. So I put this over it, just put a small layer of putty over it, and now there's like no visible screws anymore. Of course, I still have to finish this a little bit better because, you know, this is absolutely not finished. And I did that here as well. I think this is one of the better solutions I actually had, because you can go from screw to screw on top and then fill it in and it forms a straight line. But we can only judge when we see the finishing product. So that means a lot of sanding once again. I think my life exists out of like 99% of sanding things. If it's not my Suzuki, it's my E36. I don't like that, but it has to be done, so yeah. So I will be sanding with a P240. It looks good to me for this type of job. So we will be sanding this, that like all the hard edges are gone. And when that is gone, we can go over with the putty again. I look like a serial killer. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Then after everything was sanded down, I thought it might be a better idea to just go over it with spray putty and just go multiple layers and then sand it down again, because that is just a little bit less work than the original putty. But of course, before doing that, you have to degrease everything again, so that's what I'm doing here. And taping everything off, because we don't want any spray putty on the windows or on the other parts of the car that are in a great condition. And then the rest speaks for itself. No time to lose, so while that is drying, we're gonna start on the other side, starting off with the putty to make everything a little bit more smooth. And with a little bit, I mean like quite a lot, because look at this. A lot of putty goes on, but a lot of putty goes off as well while sanding. And yes, sometimes I am using my fingers, don't judge me. I also think it might be better if we put this like on level with the wide body, because I see some people that have it like in the wide body, but I don't really like the look of it. If I find like an option to make it work like this, that would be perfect. That's pretty, right? I think this is the most like aesthetically pleasing. But how will I do this? I don't know, maybe with magnets or something. So as many of y'all may know or may don't know, I want this livery on my car. But my car is not in the state of putting a livery on it right now. Sadly, I'm doing the best I can. Look, we are taking day by day. But I am also a little bit too impatient. So what am I going to do now? I will wrap my hood in this state. Absolutely. Why? Because I can. And that's why I will. But we need some preparation work for that, because I will not wrap my car. Like, I do have some common knowledge, and I know we have to do preparation work for a wrap. At least I'm that smart. We do have the wrap. I already made like an unboxing video of this on TikTok. Why am I walking so slow? If you are not following my TikTok, you should. Well, this is the wrap foil. Are you prepared? Ta-da! Just plain white. That smells a little bit odd. Okay. Ew. I really want to show you this BMW F30 that is also wrapped in VinylFrog wrap foil, and this looks freaking amazing. We still have to do the bumper, but yeah, this color is something else, guys. I really like it. It's still a little bit dusty, but that's my fault, because yeah, I'm the one making all the dirt here. So just for reference, now you have seen this color as well. So if you want something like this, you can find this on the website of VinylFrog. Now let's get back to my little shit box. This is what the hood looks like at the moment. Yeah, so as you can see, this is not ideally. I think I will do like a V shape starting from in the middle and going open to the corners, and then we can like go on with the white all the way to the side and see what we are gonna do here. But first things first, cleaning up this mess. I know it would be better to like just wash the car outside, but that's something I can't not do at the moment, so we're just gonna roll with what we have. Clean it up a little bit. Oh my god, what's this? Dan overal plamuur aan, hè. Die plamuur, terwijl dat nog niet aan de noordendeus komt. I have to create a habit of less nagging and more doing of the job. I know. So back to work it is. Let's clean the hood. The clay bar and the clay bar lubricant, it's better to do this with like a lubricant. I think, I don't know. They suggested it to me. So now I'm using it. This basically works like a pencil eraser. You just spray it on the hood or on your surface and you just go over it with the clay bar and wipe it off. I put some knifeless tape on. This should be even. Don't worry about the middle of the hood because I'll polish this later on. Measuring the hood now. Let's say 1 meter 70 on... Yeah, that will be good. So 1 meter 70. Hallo? Oh, ja. Ben je dat telefoon? Kun je ook bezig? Wat dat die moet meten, niet? Ja, we zijn al zover. Cutting away any excess foil because that's easier to work with. Well, it's what you call easy, of course. Then I folded the foil in half and cut off the layer that protects the glue. Put it over the hood of the car, and that was where the mess started. Looks all fun and games and oh so easy until you have to do it alone, and then you stand there like, yeah, what have I even started? Okay, but giving up is for the weak, so we keep on going. I think y'all know how wrap foil works. It's basically just making sure there are no air bubbles inside, which I failed at, but you'll see later on. If you do car wrapping yourself, you will need a heat gun, but I don't think I have to tell you that. It always comes in handy. Wish I could tell you it went all smoothly and like flawless. It went everything except for flawless. Well, you're kind of getting the vision, right? Don't laugh at me, okay? But you're kind of getting the vision, right? Like the V, and then like scene tuning in between, and then with like an overlay, I don't know. I've been struggling for like 2 hours, and this is not a one-man job. I can tell you that. Because you constantly have to like warm up the foil and someone else has to hold it and stretch it into this position, and I'm just alone and I'm not able to do it. Well, this is what we have. Not sure if I will keep the V shape because I might not be a really big fan of it. Anyhow, the quality of the foil is rather okay. I would suggest VinylFrog if you're looking for wrap foil. It is a nice quality product to work with, but not when you're alone. So, I'll keep it to the sanding and to finishing of the white body, and when someone else is here, I'll finish off the wrapping. So yeah, then I think that'll be it for today, guys, because I can't do anything else. Everything has to dry and the rest I can't do alone. I will show the finishing product of the hood on my Instagram, so if you are not following me there, you should. Then I hope you enjoyed the video. My next video will be about my Honda S2K, because that car is running as well after 4 years, so yeah, I'm really happy about that. Then I hope I see you in my next video. Ciao.